You should never use a VA loan without knowing this. My name's Evan Kaufman, your VA loan originator, and I've been helping folks either buy real estate or do their mortgages as a mortgage officer for years. And the VA loan is a special area that has been our niche, working with a lot of active duty military families, buy and then help them finance their homes. And one thing that you should know whenever you're about to use a VA loan is the fact that the VA actually does not fund VA loans. Something that's a big misnomer out there. A lot of folks assume they'll say, hey, Evan, the VA said this or the VA did that. The reality is the VA loan is actually not funded by the VA. The real name for a VA loan is called the VA Home Loan Guarantee. Think of it more as an insurance policy. What does that exactly mean? Well, it means that lenders technically are lending you the money and the VA is just guaranteeing the lenders. And that further means that every lender is choosing if what they say to you is a yes or a no. They make that choice themselves. So the VA kind of sets their standard guidelines and they tell us as lenders like, hey, Evan, other lenders, etc. If you meet these guidelines, we'll go ahead and offer that guarantee. Meaning that if the deal, for some reason, the veteran defaults, we'll cover a certain percentage of any of the losses. But they just set their basic guidelines. So we got to make sure it achieves those guidelines. But every lender, one, treats those guidelines sometimes slightly different, but number two, will often add their own requirements on top of that. So if there's one thing you ever know, it's a fact that every lender treats a VA loan slightly different, which is different than a lot of other loan types where things are relatively common. The VA loan has some of the most broad restrictions or no restrictions depending on the lender that you work with. For example, credit score, what matters? Well, some folks will call and go, Evan, they told me I couldn't get it because the VA said my credit score wasn't high enough. Well, the VA didn't necessarily probably say that. It was specific lenders. So know that those things, credit score, how income's calculated, how you ultimately are treating taxable versus non-taxable pay that you're getting, all can be different lender by lender. Can you use a VA loan to build a home, to do a construction loan? Depends on who you're talking with. So just know that the VA loan is really more of a guarantee like an insurance policy. Lenders are the ones technically giving you the money, which means you want to work with someone that understands it, that you trust. And if you're told no from someone, maybe someone else can work with it. And you always want to ask that question. My name's Evan Kaufman, your VA loan originator. Hope this just helped dispel another myth about the VA loan. Take care.